What are the rhythmic patterns of your life? What are the ebbs and flows of your life that you can sit back and grab yourself? Look, let me show you something. Listen, look. Grab yourself a diary where you can write down the rhythm and the flow of your life so you can start recognizing the patterns so that you can start describing. I just want to show you how many I got laying around. Just in case that I can fill up. Come to my work desk. I have them. What are the patterns that are going on in your life? Many of you have not, you want to study history and you want to argue history. Many of you want to study astrology and you want to argue astrology. Many of you want to study science and you want to argue science. But many of you have not studied the major course in your life. As I tell y'all all the time, my brother that lives in Ghana asks me, Brother Hatem, what is your major? And I'm asking each of you, what is your major? But most of y'all have not even looked at the major inside of your major, and that's the study of you. You want to study everything else. If you want to master life, if you want to master the word, if you want to master anything, you first have to master yourself. And in mastering yourself, that means you got to look at your ebbs and flows of your life, the rhythm of your life. Have you written down anything about you? Or have you been writing about Marcus Garvey? Have you been writing about Malcolm X? Have you been writing about Martin Luther King? Have you been writing about Harriet Tubman? Have you took time to look at the patterns of your life? The only reason that Harriet Tubman had the wisdom to say, God, you never let me down in the 7 trips before this. I know you're not going to let me down this time. You know how she knew? Because she knew her patterns. She knew her relationship with God. She understood it. Why? Because she understood herself, regardless of what she called God. Because she didn't say God, she said Jesus. Oh. But she was still able to be successful because she understood the first book. Many of y'all want to argue about some goddamn books, but you have not read the book of your life so that you can get your rhythm. Oh my God. Let me put my book down. In the rise and fall of the nation, the life of all things, and finding in the mental states of man, and it is with this latter that the Hermetists find the understanding of the principle most important. The Hermetists have grasped this principle, finding its universal application, have also discovered certain means to overcome its effects in themselves by the use of appropriate, my time is up, and I told you I was going to go off, effects in themselves by the use of appropriate formulas and methods. They apply the mental laws of neutralization. They apply the mental law of neutralization. Balancing shit out. Stepping back. Not getting involved in some of that bullshit. Neutralizing extremes so that you could come and be able to look at both sides. Because all truths are what? What did we learn yesterday? All truths are what? For those that don't know, those that ain't have time to go back and don't. I mean, like I said, this is what is perplexing me, because it's like the shit that we talk about in the morning. When I'm doing evening shows, I have to debate with people that have not taken the time to do what the fuck we doing right now. So I'm sitting up here. Why waste my time? Why waste my time? Time is my most valuable resource. Why am I wasting it? They cannot annul the principle or cause it to cease its operation. You can't stop the principle. But they have learned how to escape its effects upon themselves to a certain degree, depending upon the mastery of the principle. See, by understanding the rhythm, you know when to step out the way, because you know when the pendulum is coming back. Some of y'all don't have that sense. Some of y'all think that everything is absolute. Y'all looking for this absolute truth. Y'all looking for the absolute. And the absolute, when you find the absolute, it's going to be too late for you because you can't come back. It means that you're somewhere else, perhaps dead. Absolute. Y'all looking for absolutes in life because you need to feel secure. This is why the ancestors gave us, and I was talking about this on blood. This is part of the reason they gave us these myths, these legends. It gives us something to mentally grasp onto and hold on to and keep us warm in the confusion because this shit is crazy. It's crazy. People don't understand why I don't be going off on Christianity because I understand what it has been used for. People don't understand it, but let me tell you why. Because I seen this thing called Christianity get my grandparents through. I seen it.